Hello friends, welcome back in my video. Hope you are fine. So the topic of this video is about a structure of an atom. But before learning about the structure of atom, you must be knowing about what is an atom. So an atom is the smallest particle of an element that exhibits the properties of that element. Means if you break a matter or element, the smallest particle which you find is the atom. Atom has again further divided and have certain subatomic particles which are inside it. So subatomic particles inside atom are protons, electrons and neutrons. Protons, electrons and neutrons. Protons are the positively charged particles, whereas electrons are the negatively charged particles and neutrons are those particles which are without charge. Neutrons are those subatomic particles which are without charge. Neutrons are those subatomic particles which are without charge, whereas electrons have negative charge and protons have positive charge. Now, various scientists have proposed various ideas regarding the arrangement of fundamental particles in an atom, and which is called the structure of atom, and the thing about which we are going to learn today. So let us read all this structure of atom through points. Move here. The protons and neutrons are concentrated in a small region at the center of an atom. This central part is known as nucleus. Now, the protons and neutrons. Protons means the positively charged particles. And neutrons are those which do not have any charge, which are without charge. Those particles which are without charge. Neutrons are those particles without charge. And these are concentrated in a small region which is present at the center of the atom. This is the center of the atom. And here a region is present inside which the protons and neutrons are present. Here the red one is the proton and the green one is the neutron. This central part is known as nucleus. This central part means this circle is called nucleus. So there is a nucleus inside the center of an atom where the protons and neutrons are present, and these protons and neutrons which are present in the nucleus together known as nucleons. These particles, these protons and neutrons together known as nucleons, and this nucleus in all have positive charges. This nucleus in all have positive charge because proton have positive charge and neutrons are without charge. So the whole nucleus is positively charged. Understood this point very clearly that, hope you have understood this point very clearly, that in an atom, the central part which is called nucleus contains the protons, that is the positively charged particles, and neutrons, that is the negatively charged particles. These protons and neutrons which are present in the nucleus together, these protons and nucleons present in the nucleus are together known as nucleons. Now move on and learn the second point. Just wait. The second point is the electrons. Now what is the electron here? Electrons are the subatomic particles which are negatively charged. So the electron revolve around the nucleus. The electrons revolve around the nucleus in definite fixed paths which are called orbits or cells. Here, this is the central part, that is the nucleus, and certain fixed, yellow parts you can see here. This are known as the cells. This one is the cell. This one is the cell or orbit. And electrons means negatively charged particles revolve around these cells, and they do not enter inside the nucleus where protons and neutrons are present. Move to the next point. The outermost cell is called the valence cell. The cells are named K, L, M, and like that. First cell which is closest to the nucleus is K, then the next L, then next M, and vice versa. So the outermost cell, this M cell, here it is the valence cell. But the valence cell is not same in all atoms, because in certain atom K can be the outermost cell, like hydrogen. Only one electron is present there, so we need only first cell. So K can be the valence cell, L can be the valence cell, and M can also be the valence cell. So there in valence cell is not same in all the elements. Okay, now you can see that in K shell here 2 electrons are present. In L cell 8 electrons are present, and in M cell 18 electrons are present. So why can't we put all these electrons in K cell? Or why can't we just divide and put in K or L cell? Why this L cell? Why this M cell is important? So there is a formula to find that how many electrons we can put in a particular shell. The formula is 2n square. Now what is this n? And here is the number of the shell from the nucleus. The number of the cell from the nucleus means, for example, here, let me erase all the things. Yes, for example, here K, L, and M. K is the first one from the nucleus. K is the first one from the nucleus. K is the first one from the nucleus, whereas L is the second one and the M is the third one. So N is what? N is the number of shell from the nucleus. So 2n square is the formula to find how many electrons you can put in a certain nucleus. Sorry, in a certain cells, how many electrons you can fill, you can find it from 2n square. So how can you do? Let us see one example of K shell and find it. So in K shell, first we will do 2 and then multiplied by n square. What is n? The number of shell from the nucleus. So so the number of cell means K is first from the nucleus. So and the value of n here is 1. So we'll put 1 and then 1 square. And we all know that 1 square is equal to 1. So 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So 2 is the maximum number of electrons that you can put in K shell. In the previous image also, wait, what is happening? Now, in the previous image also you can see here, in K shell there are only 2 electrons present, because the maximum number of electrons that you can put is 2, but you can either put 1, but you can't put 3. For example, in hydrogen, there are 1 electrons only. So the 1 electron we just put in K shell because we don't have any more electron. So it can have 2 or 1, but not more than 2. Now let us see another example. So here the L cell and M cell I have also written 2 n square. So 2 into L shell is the second from the nucleus. So 2 into 2 square. So 2 into 4 is equal to 8. So the maximum number of electron that you can put in L shell is 8. And the previous image also, here only 8 electrons are filled, and then we move to the next cell, that is the M shell. Now move on and see M shell. Here 2n square, so 2 into the number of this cell from the nucleus is 3, that is M is the third from the nucleus. So 2 into 3 square, that is 2 into 9, is equal to 18. So the maximum number of electrons that you can put in the M shell is 18, and in the previous image also 18 electrons are filled. If there are less than 18, you can also fill it, but if there are more than 18, then you can't fill in this M shell. You have to move to the next cell, that is the N cell, and further on. So I hope you have understood, you have got the knowledge about, you have got to get the knowledge about all these things. So this is the way how electrons, these green one are the electrons, and then in the center this blue one is the nucleus, inside which protons and neutrons are present, and these are the electrons of green color, and they are revolving in the paths which are shown here from the black color. So this is how a structure of atom is. So I hope you have get everything clear about what is an atom. And like here also, this is the nucleus, inside which the positively charged and negatively without any charge subatomic particles, that is protons and neutrons, are present, and the electrons, that is negatively charged particles, are revolving around it in those orbits or cells. And the subatomic particle, there are 3 subatomic particles, that is neutron, which are without any charge, electrons, which are of minus charge, and protons, which are positively charged. And I hope you have all got the points which I have told you about nucleus, nucleons, and whatever. If you want to take a screenshot, you can also do that. Orbits or cells, valence cell. What is valence cell? The formula to find the maximum number of electrons that you can arrange or put in a particular shell. So we will meet in the next video. If you have any doubt, please write in the comment section.